Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's so glad to be back with you with another Dollar Tree DIY today. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you'll stick around and by hitting that subscribe button down there, and don't forget to tap the bell when it gets a little hug. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. So what are we going to be doing today? A few weeks ago I hauled these picture frames, and they're kind of like a shadow box, and they're stuck in there, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with these. So I think I came up with a plan. So let's get started on this and see what we come up with. For this project, you're going to need, of course, one of the frames, paper towels, or something to scribe with. You're going to need some glue sticks and a glue gun. And you're also going to need some acetone. And then you're going to need some background paper. I'm using this paper right here today. And this is from one of the old paper pads from Michael's called Summer Dream. So, and then you're going to need like a little palette knife or something to go around your frame, and a pencil. And I'm going to be painting my frame this lovely beachcomber beige paint. You're going to need some sand, which is sand from the Dollar Tree, and some little shells. The first thing we want to do is to obviously get this little box off. And so I was looking at it, and I think it's just glued in there. So I'm just going to take one of my little palette knives and see if I can stick it down through the edges down here to loosen the edges, because it's just glued in, I'm pretty sure. There we go. It's not hard once you find a little opening in here. It can be done. Just be careful that you don't rip it. Glad I'm using a plastic palette knife. And then we're going to pull that out of there like so. Okay, so we're not going to use this right now, so we're going to set that aside. We're going to look at the picture frame. Now, this right here, on the outside it's smooth, so that means the print is on the inside. So I'm going to turn it around, sit it back in my frame like so. And I'm going to get some acetone and my napkin. Now, I've done this before with other Dollar Tree mirrors and projects and things, and it will come off with just the acetone that you get from the Dollar Tree. You may have to scrub for a while, but it will eventually come off. So I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me do this until all the black paint comes off. But see, it does come off. It just takes a little scrubbing, a little effort. But you just want to make sure you get plenty of acetone on there. And keep working it back and forth. Okay, so we have a nice clean glass. And it took me about 10 minutes of a good scrubbing on it to do it. Now I'm just going to lay this down. Hopefully it won't get messed up on the inside. I did clean the glass on the inside. You can always go back and clean the glass on the outside later. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to paint my frame, because I don't want this gold color on it, and I just think it looked better painted. So I'm going to use the beachcomber paint and give it a little cover up here. Oh, where did my little... So I'm just going to pour a little bit in this little tiny cup. Now this will probably take a couple of coats, because it is kind of it's not really metal, it's plastic. So I suggest that when you paint it, you just swipe it one way and then you don't go back over it until it's dry, because all you basically going to do is pull the paint off at that point. I'm just going to do this. And I'm also going to paint the inside lip of it. So basically what I do is try to get a good amount of glue on the brush so I can get it all in one swoop. Okay, I'm just going to lay that down until the outside of it dries. And then we'll do another coat. Okay, so the paint is dry. It took about 2 coats to do it. And it probably wouldn't have taken that many if I had just set it first, but you know. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to lay some cardboard down so it doesn't scratch my paint off. And we're going to take the hot glue gun and the glass. Now the glass is going to go back in here. And, whoops, I see just a little tiny spot. I'm going to get off here. Okay, so we're going to take the little hot glue gun. And because of what I'm putting in this frame, I am going to hot glue the frame in. Just going to put a little bit of glue in the mirror in the glass. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around the edges. It's really not that much glue coming out, guys. I don't know what's going on with the hot glue gun. Okay. And I'm just going to set that down in there and drop it so that it stays in there. I'm going to take my paper towel and do it so I don't get fingerprints all over it. Okay, so we just don't want that glass to come out. Leave the glue string off here. Okay, so now we're going to take the bottom part and we're going to, of the paper, we're going to get our paper and we're going to measure this. So I'm going to fold the frame up and just put it along the edge of where I want the frame to be, the picture in there. Okay, I'm just going to take my little pencil and trace around it. And I got this all the way to the edge, so just a light marking. Okay. And then we're going to cut this out. Try to stay on the line. Okay. And then we're going to glue this on the inside. I think I may need to cut it just a little tiny bit more. You just want to make sure that it's going to sit in there when you fold the sides back up. And I don't know what happened here. Okay. And then we're going to glue that in. I need to take a little bit more off the top. And I'm just using some art glitter glue. Okay. So I want my top of the frame definitely lined up. And just press that down. Now, we're going to bring our sides back up. And this is going to go back in the frame, but we're going to have to glue it back in the frame. So, what we're going to do is to get our frame over here. And the first thing we're going to do is line it up inside. Make sure everything fits back inside nice and snug. There we go. Like so. But we are not through yet. Okay, so now we're going to take this back out. And we are going to put some things in here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little bit of our sand. And I'm going to get this glue hair off of here. And we're just going to pour a little bit in the middle of the picture frame. We do not want it on the edges of the picture frame because we have to glue our cover back in. So we're just going to keep that all in the middle. And then we're going to take some shells and lay them on top like so. Okay, and I think that should be enough sand. But just a little bit more in there. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to put just a little bit of hot glue on this. We're going to try to get in there really quick before the hot glue dries, because we want to make sure it sticks. So I'm just going to fold all this back up. I'm going to stick the bottom one in first, and then squeeze the sides in like so. There we go. Now, just to make sure this doesn't come out, I am going to run a little hot glue and seal the edges of it. And y'all notice I glued this upside down. So I had to find some other way to hang it up. Now hopefully when we stand this up, the sand will all go to the bottom and it'll look like the beach. How cute is this? Okay, now if you want to, you can put some decorations and stuff like that on there, which I might do because I have some little beachy things. But I'm going to touch up the paint where it chipped off from being laying down. And then I might glue some, you can definitely glue some shells on it, which is probably what I'm going to do, is glue a few little shells on around the corners of it. But I just think that is so cute. Now you can also do these with your actual pictures, which I have a couple more of these, and I'm going to make some with pictures in them from the beach. But I just think that's a cute little project to do. And we can take some shells here. And you can use bigger shells. I'm using, this project is, you know, except for the paper, all Dollar Tree. So I'm going to use Dollar Tree products. And I'm just going to put a little hot glue down here on the bottom. And stick a few shells in. Okay. Get the glue strings off. And maybe put a little bit in this corner up here. Maybe a little beady one down here. In between them. Okay. So, there we go. Really easy project to do. And you can paint your frame any color. You can leave it gold. Whatever you want to do. So, I am going to do another one of these, I think. And I'm going to get a picture, like I said, of the beach to put in here. But I just think that's so cute with the sand and stuff in here. It makes it a little bit more, you know, my style. And it's definitely not hard to do. It takes some time and patience with getting the black off the glass. And remember, the black on these frames are on the inside, so you can't scrape it off from the outside. It's printed on the inside. So there you go, my little simple little Dollar Tree DIY. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you've tried it. Go on over to Crafts and More and post your pictures on Instagram if you tried this, and make sure you tag me in them. Or you can go and join my Facebook group, Crafts and More with Donna Jackson, over there on Facebook. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you give me a thumbs up, because it really does help YouTube notice me the more thumbs up I get, and they share my videos more. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.